Greetings, dear students and seekers of spiritual truth. Today, we will delve into the esoteric and metaphysical meanings of Psalm 1, a psalm that serves as an introduction to the entire book of Psalms and sets the tone for the wisdom and guidance found within its sacred verses. Psalm 1 contrasts the path of the righteous with that of the wicked, offering profound insights into the spiritual laws that govern our lives. Psalm 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. The psalm begins with a declaration of blessedness, a state of divine favor, happiness, and fulfillment. Blessed is the man refers to anyone who chooses the path of righteousness, aligning themselves with divine principles rather than the ways of the world. The verse outlines three progressive stages of involvement with negativity: walking, standing, and sitting. Metaphysically, walking in the counsel of the ungodly represents moving through life guided by thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that are out of harmony with divine truth. When we allow our minds to be influenced by lower vibrations, those rooted in fear, doubt, or materialism, we begin to stray from the path of spiritual enlightenment. Standing in the way of sinners suggests a deeper level of engagement with negativity. Here, sinners are those who miss the mark of divine law, and standing implies a deliberate choice to align oneself with such energies. It is a warning against becoming rooted in erroneous thinking and behavior, which can lead us further away from our true nature. Finally, sitting in the seat of the scornful indicates a settled state of mind, where one becomes entrenched in cynicism, judgment, and arrogance. This is the most dangerous stage, as it represents a hardened heart and a closed mind, cutting off the flow of divine wisdom and love. Yet it is crucial to understand that at any moment, we have the power to turn our consciousness back to the divine. This turning is a return to our true nature, where we can heal our past mistakes, break free from the illusion of separation, and realign ourselves with the infinite love and wisdom of the divine. The choice is always available to us, no matter where we find ourselves on our journey. Psalm 1, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. In contrast to the previous verse, the righteous individual finds delight in the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord represents the divine principles that govern all creation, the laws of love, truth, harmony, and order. To delight in this law is to take joy in living in accordance with these principles, recognizing that they are the keys to a life of peace, prosperity, and spiritual fulfillment. Meditating day and night on the law signifies a constant, unwavering focus on the divine. It is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a deep inner communion with the truth that guides all our thoughts, words, and actions. Through this continual meditation, we align ourselves with the divine will, allowing it to shape and direct our lives in perfect harmony with the highest good. And remember, if we find ourselves having strayed from this path, we can always return. The divine is ever present, ever ready to receive us with open arms. By turning our consciousness back to the divine, we heal, we transform, and we renew our connection with the source of all that is. Psalm 1, verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. This verse presents a powerful metaphor for the life of the righteous, a tree planted by rivers of water. In esoteric terms, the tree represents the individual soul, deeply rooted in spiritual truth and nourished by the divine flow of life, symbolized by the rivers of water. These rivers are the streams of divine energy, wisdom, and love that continually feed and sustain us. Such a tree bringeth forth his fruit in his season, meaning that when we are aligned with divine law, our lives naturally bear the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, and all other virtues. At the right time. There is no struggle or striving. The fruits appear effortlessly as a result of our inner alignment. The promise that his leaf also shall not wither signifies eternal vitality and abundance. When we are connected to the source, we are continually renewed and sustained, and our spiritual vitality never fades. Whatsoever he doeth shall prosper is the natural outcome of this connection. Our actions are blessed, and success flows to us effortlessly because we are working in harmony with the divine will. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Here, the psalmist contrasts the righteous with the ungodly, who are compared to chaff, the husks separated from grain during threshing, which are light and easily blown away by the wind. Metaphysically, this image represents those who are disconnected from the divine source, living without spiritual grounding or purpose. Without the solid foundation of spiritual truth, their lives lack substance and direction, and they are easily swayed by external forces. The wind symbolizes the ever-changing conditions of the material world, circumstances, opinions, and emotions that can easily carry away those who are not anchored in divine truth. The ungodly, lacking this anchor, are subject to the whims of the world, their lives scattered and directionless. Yet even those who have wandered far from the path of righteousness are not beyond redemption. At any moment, they can choose to turn back, to realign themselves with the divine. The chaff can become wheat once more through the power of conscious return to the divine source. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. The judgment mentioned here is not a condemnation by an external deity, but rather the natural consequences of living out of alignment with divine law. The ungodly shall not stand because their foundation is weak. They are not grounded in truth, and therefore cannot withstand the challenges and tests of life. Sinners in the congregation of the righteous refers to the fact that those who choose the path of error cannot partake in the blessings and harmony enjoyed by those who live in accordance with divine principles. It is not a matter of exclusion by an external force, but rather the natural result of the choices they have made. However, it is vital to recognize that the door to the congregation of the righteous is never closed. At any time, anyone can choose to return to the divine, heal the past, and embrace the truth. The path of righteousness is always open, and the divine presence is always ready to welcome us back into alignment with love and truth. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. The final verse reaffirms the central theme of the psalm, the distinction between the paths of the righteous and the ungodly. The Lord knoweth the way of the righteous means that those who align themselves with divine truth are always under the watchful care and guidance of the divine presence. Their path is illuminated by divine wisdom, leading them to fulfillment, peace, and eternal life. On the other hand, the way of the ungodly shall perish signifies that the path of error, which is disconnected from divine truth, ultimately leads to dissolution and emptiness. It is a path that cannot endure because it is not grounded in the eternal principles of life. Yet even this is not the end. The way of the ungodly may perish, but the soul is eternal, and the opportunity to return to the divine remains. No matter how far one may have strayed, the light of the divine is always shining, always calling us back to our true home. Psalm 1 is a profound meditation on the choices we make and the consequences that follow. It calls us to a life of spiritual alignment where we delight in the divine law and meditate on it continually. By doing so, we become like trees planted by rivers of water, flourishing in all aspects of our lives. This psalm also serves as a warning, reminding us of the transient and unstable nature of a life disconnected from the divine. It encourages us to choose the path of righteousness, and where we are assured of the constant guidance, protection, and prosperity that come from living in harmony with divine truth. And most importantly, this psalm reminds us that it is never too late to turn our consciousness to the divine. We can heal our past mistakes, break free from the illusion of separation, and realign ourselves with the infinite love and wisdom of the divine at any moment. The path of righteousness is always open to us, and the blessings of the divine are always within our reach. As you meditate on the words of Psalm 1, may you find the inspiration to align yourself ever more closely with the divine will, knowing that this path leads to true and lasting blessedness. May you be like the tree planted by the rivers of water, bringing forth fruit in its season, and may all that you do prosper in the light of divine love and wisdom. Blessings to you all.